Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and the other day I went to the gun store, and while I was there I came across this old Mossberg 500 that I have in my hands, and I noticed the price on it was $145, and I thought to myself, that's a pretty good deal, especially since all the other shotguns that were around, the Remington 870s and Mossbergs and Maverick 88s and all that, they were all in the $200 to $300, almost $400 range, depending on which shotgun it was. And this wasn't even $150. So, I thought to myself, that's a pretty good price. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe there's a lot of rust on the inside or whatever. So I went home and I thought it over, and I decided, you know what, I'll go back and I'll inspect the gun and I'll see if there's anything wrong with it that makes it not a very good shotgun. So I went back, and really the gun seems to be in working order. It's got a really smooth action because it's really, really old. I don't know how old. I'll look that up and figure it out. But it's got a really smooth action. I took the barrel off. The bore looks really, it's not like clean because it's. I don't think it's been cleaned in a while, but it doesn't seem like there's any rust in it. It doesn't seem like there's really any rust anywhere. The only, biggest, flaw I see is that it's got paint on the trigger guard. If you, see here, there's paint on the trigger guard, paint like red and green paint on the mag tube, and there's some up here that I'm not 100% sure if it's all paint or if it's actually if it might be a little bit of rust. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much, and there's a little bit up here in the action up here. It also has a side plate for a side saddle, and but there's no side saddle, it's just a side plate. So I might take that off, I might not. It just depends. But I thought to myself, $145. It was a consignment gun, which means that you can only pay cash for it. Somebody else, a third party, was actually selling it through the gun shop. So the gun shop doesn't really make any money off of it. But $145. And this is a good truck gun. I could put this behind the seat of my truck, or in the trunk of my car, or whatever, and I really don't have to worry about messing up a nice gun, or if it gets stolen. I'm not out that much money, and I'm not out a very nice gun either. I mean, not that it isn't a nice gun. I mean, I'm sure it functions fine and it does what it's supposed to do, but compared to my other Mossberg 500, there's no comparison. My other one is a much prettier gun. But anyway, I'll probably strip the paint off and clean it up, and might take the side plate off. I might not. It just depends. I might put some Velcro on here and put a Velcro side saddle on, but I don't know. I'll probably I might put a sling on it. It's got sling studs. My other Mossberg 500 doesn't have that. But anyway, if you ever come across really good deals like this, $140, $150, dollars for a Mossberg 500, that's a good deal as long as the gun's in good working order. Which it's really hard to mess up, break a Mossberg. Mossberg 500s, 590s, they're excellent guns. They're I'm not going to say that they're the extremely high quality. The highest end shotgun out there, but they're honestly pretty bulletproof. They're pretty hard to break. They're kind of like a Remington 870 or a Winchester, Model 12 or something like that. So anyway, if you come across a good deal like this, jump on it. Of course, inspect the gun thoroughly before you buy it, and also ask if it's cash only or if you can use a card, because I didn't know it was cash only at the time. I had to go back to the ATM and pick up some extra cash. But yeah, so anyway, this is my new truck gun, possibly my new prepping gun, possibly my new primary home defense gun. I'll take it to the range and see how it does. But I won't have to worry about messing up my other Mossberg because this one's already pretty beat up. So anyway, subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.